I'm that redstone guy, and here we see today a pink sheep in its natural habitat. And today we're going to light this thing on fire. Hit it. Hello everyone, I'm that redstone guy, and welcome back to my Season 2 Alice SKcraft Let's Play Episode 4, I hope. Yeah, I think it's Episode 4. So, where did we leave off last time? We were doing some things with the magma crucible and liquid transposer. I placed the magma crucible here and the liquid transposer here. So I guess we're going to get into doing that today. I've done a little bit of mining, except I died and lost quite a bit of stuff, but only stuff I'd got on the mining, so I haven't lost anything that's here, except a enchanted pickaxe. Yeah, so as you can see, the house has changed a bit. I'm adding to it a bit every episode, so that I can get it done without having to record all the boring sort of ish bits. And yeah, we've got like sort of an enclosed thing. I'm not quite happy with what's in here. The roof looks a bit plain, so I may end up putting a chandelier or something. I've got a roof on this part here. I'll just go out into the water here. I like the look of that. I'm pretty happy with that. And then we'll have a look out the front there, the roof. I'm not happy with the middle part yet, but I am liking the sort of slanted roof here. You may be able to tell that I'm recording on a different computer. This is my other computer, the one I don't normally record on. It's had a couple of upgrades recently so that I can actually record on it now. I've now got a solid state drive and a new hard drive, so yeah. I am going to upgrade this in the computer, in the future, sorry, to have a better processor and motherboard and RAM and all that. So yeah, let's get started with what we actually want to do. Energy cell frame, only needs some electrum and a diamond. That might be something we might make today. Yeah, I think why not? Electrum, what's that? Come on, recipe, electrum blend is, if I remember correctly from last episode, yeah, it's silver and gold dust. So I'll get some of that. Alright, so I guess we can get started with the magma crucible while we're waiting for this stuff to pulverize. You just put the redstone in here, and it'll use quite a bit of energy, I think, to turn it into liquid. And now I've got this set up to automatically output to this side, and then this machine accepts from this side. And at the moment it's got 100, it's not showing up, it probably will in a bit. And I'll just put the energy conduits in there, and then they'll be turned into redstone energy conduits. So yeah, that's pretty easy actually. Just wait for a bit more, and yeah, that'll happen. And I think the yes, the silver is pulverized. Got some of that electrum blend, and we'll cook this up. And I'll dump another 40 into here. Notice that even though I've got these engines running, it's quickly running out of power, because this thing uses a lot of energy. Now we've got almost enough for some more energy conduits, but this stuff is going to be a big improvement on this stuff here. So I guess I'll go downstairs and start planning out what we want. Alright, we've got our redstone energy conduit and our electrum ingots, so I guess we'll make the redstone energy cell that we're going to need. So we put a diamond in, some of the hardened glass we made last episode, and we get the energy cell frame. Then we have to fill this thing up in here, but this needs 1000 milli buckets, I think it is. We've only got that while we've got the rest of the redstone processing, but there's not much energy in there at all. You can see these engines are really inadequate at the moment for these machines. We've still got plenty of power in here, but I'll take you downstairs and I'll show you what the plan is. Now what I'm thinking is, we've got, we'll put our redstone energy cell here once it's done, and then run some conduits up here and up through the wall and underneath the floor, so into the machines that we'll have upstairs. And we'll have some engines along here, I think, and then energy conduits along here, and we'll run, I think we're going to use steam engines. Maybe we'll use lava engines, I'm not sure, but I think we'll be doing the solid fueled firebox. Oops, just click off there. The recipe for that is that. Now this is a multi-block structure, so we'll need 9 of these, because I think I'll go with the larger one. Maybe I'll start with a smaller one earlier. And we'll also need the boiler, actually. So we can either go with a low or high pressure boiler. I think it's probably best to start with a low pressure one early on. So we'd need quite a few of these. I think it needs to be 4 high above the boiler, so we'd need 4 times 9, that's 36 of these, which means we'd need 72 of these iron plates, which is quite a lot. These iron plates are made with 4 iron, so quite a bit of iron, and that gets you, 3. So in order to do that, we need a rolling machine, which we'll get here. Rolling machine. This requires 4 pistons, a crafting table, and 4 iron. So I'll go get some stuff ready to make that, and I'll get into making that. A sapphire pickaxe here, and using the piston plan I made last episode, and some redstone here, we can pull out 4 pistons really easily. And just put the plan back in there. Easy as that. See how useful these things are? Amazingly. So we'll build a crafting table. It's one of those. What else do we need? We need the pistons, if I can remember. Don't freeze on me, fraps. We'll also need these pistons and the iron. And we've got ourselves a rolling machine. That's used for a lot of Railcraft type stuff, and yeah, it'll be useful for us. So let's check on how this is doing. We've got 500 millibuckets, so we're about halfway there. Monstering through the redstone. Still, these engines are really slow, so might, give it a bit more coal. And as for the rolling machine, you might wait until we move these engines. Just still waiting on the redstone to be liquefied and put into the energy cell frame, but we're almost there. Pro tip, use the crescent hammer to remove energy conduits. Almost about to, yep, there goes the last piece. We're about to put this into the energy cell frame. Very, very close. Almost. Ticking, and there we go. Slowly adding it to the thing, and then we can craft it. Yeah, so I've got some pipes running, or conduits running up from downstairs where we're going to put the energy cell, and we'll be able to run this up and underneath all the machines, and I'll actually be able to organise these much better. So yeah, made the crescent hammer, and you can use this to rotate Buildcraft engines. It basically works like a Buildcraft wrench, except it also works with thermal expansion. Yeah, so is this done yet? Yes it is. Right, bring this over to our project table, and energy cell frame. Actually, first of all, we must make a redstone conductance coil. It's like the receiving coil, except it uses electrum. Like, electrum signifies conductance, like both in and out. Yeah, producing one I think uses silver, and then the receiving one uses gold, so makes sense. got that. Lead. I probably won't be able to remember the recipe, so just look at uses for this. There we are. So we want to put that onto there. Put the frame in the middle and with the electrum. So I was close. And there we are. We now have a redstone energy cell, which we can charge up with engines and then use the energy whenever we need it. Now these conduits here, they're much smarter than Railcraft pipes. The only downside is you can't put gates on them, and you can't put facades on them, so that's unfortunate, but it's well worth it. So you want to orient this so it's orange, which means it's going out, and then blue means going in. So we'll have a look in here. This thing can store 600,000 Minecraft joules, and you can modify max inputs 100 Minecraft joules per tick, and then max output. Now we don't have to really worry about this because the machines will just draw what they need, but say if you want to limit it or throttle the amount it was using, you could lower this down to say 10 or something. And also one plus is that the hobbyist steam engines, although they only produced 1.6 Minecraft joules per tick, when you hook them up to a boiler they can actually produce 2 Minecraft joules per tick, which is awesome. So yeah, I think in order to craft the firebox, you actually need some blaze powder for the fire charges. Yeah, you do. So we're going to need to go to the Nether. Now, I'm not really that well prepared, am I? Not really. So I think what I'm going to do is just go there with pretty much nothing on me, so I don't run the risk of losing things, and I guess I can show you a bit around the Nether near where I sort of spawn. I'll just dump all this junk into the this junk chest, basically. Don't want to lose much of that, don't want to lose that, and we'll take some cobblestone with us, and we'll go into the Nether. And now we're in the Nether, the most laggy place on Earth. So yeah, this is basically my Nether spawn, and it turns out there was a fortress over here, so I just grabbed a little bit of nether brick from here to make that magma crucible. So I haven't really explored this at all. I think this is cinnabar ore. It's not the Formcraft one, it's actually like the Greg Tech one, I believe. Yeah, so this is where I grabbed the nether brick from, just here. So I'll go over here. Hopefully there'll be some blazes around. I know you don't need to actually have a blaze spawner to see blazes anymore. So okay, so this is actually GK Nova's area, so I can't go in there. Guessing there might be a blaze spawner. Don't know what this is, probably sulfur or something. There's more cinnabar. I'm just going to have a look around here, see if I see any blazes, and get back to you. This is frozen netherrack, I think. Yeah. Don't know what it's used for. Looks alright. But yeah, I'm going to look around and I'll get back to you. Alright, so we've got our good friend GK Nova over here, helping us get into a blaze spawner, I think. Alright, I think we've got what I needed. Thanks, GK Nova. Shout out to him. Thank you for letting me use your blaze grinder. Now to get back to my place, the long and complicated-ish way over there, somehow. Alright. I'll see you when I get back. Just FYI, keeping the recording going, so in case I fall in lava, you get to see it and laugh at me. Alright, we're back. We've got what we need, the blaze rods. So, in order to get more out of the blaze rods, you can actually pulverize these and get 4 per rod instead of the normal what you would get when you craft them, which was just 4. So, looks like these have filled up with power again. I might just break these so that I don't waste them being filled up with power, because I know I'm going to remove these now. Yeah. Break that. I know it's wasted power. Probably don't like me doing that, but it's got to happen, I'm afraid. And we're back. Alright, so unfortunately I don't have any gunpowder to create the charges, but luckily there is a recipe for gunpowder, which is 3. Now we'll just combine them like that, and we'll have 9 fire charges, which is enough. We've got furnaces. Don't think we may need some more of this stuff actually, although we could be right. No, I don't. I think we've got enough for just 8, and yeah, it looks like we're going to need a couple more. So I'll just go grab some clay now. SK. Liquid ducts. Nice. Rolling machine. And it's raining on the server, and we've got our last amount of bricks. So now I've got 9 fireboxes. I looked it up actually. We can make a boiler we're able to make a boiler at the minimum size for a 3x3 with 48. So we'll be able to do 12, and like that. And then that will craft for us what we need. It uses a fair bit of energy actually. I think it scales back, but yeah, iron plates. Let's go get our boiler going. Now, where should we put this thing? Yeah, here seems like a good spot. I think we can always move it. So, yeah, requires a 3x3. Now notice you can't right click on it. I'm right clicking. It has to be the full formed structure. I wonder if I want to move that down one layer. Maybe. Oh, I should be able to fit it all in. Now, in order to create the tank, you just have to simply right click. Now you see these aren't like the full size, so they could actually be their own boiler. It actually has like a nice little sort of, well, not the hitbox, but you can actually sort of see around the edge, so it's like a boiler sitting on top that's not a full block. Gives it a nice sort of touch, I guess. So obviously not enough yet. Alright, I'm back. My frames per second is better now, so I just restarted the game, so it must have been like a memory leak or something. And there goes my FPS again. Alright. Downstairs we go. And I'll place a couple more of these things on here. Like so. And bada bing bada boom. There we go. We now have a steam boiler. And if I just grab those liquid ducts I had before, we will be able to run some of these awesome things. What the heck? Are you fabulous? Are you fabulous? Are you fabulous? That's weird. Okay. Now the steam boilers will automatically output to the to adjacent either Buildcraft pipes or liquid ducts. So that's fairly good. I'll be moving my engines down here shortly, I think. Alright, we've got these down here now. Now we'll just need to orient these pipes. I think it'll work anyway without orientating it, but better be safe than sorry. Get those like that. We'll need a redstone signal for these, I believe. Yeah, I believe so. So, what I will do, I think, is I'll get in behind this wall here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright, now we're going to need to hook up the aqueous accumulator to the boiler. So in order to do that, we are going to need to steal the one from up here, I think. I'll just wait until this one runs out of steam. Haha, that's a bit of a pun, isn't it? I'll steal the aqueous accumulator, because this hasn't got any more fuel to turn into steam. Those machines take a while. And it's flowed down, hasn't it? Of course. I'll be back. Alright. What we can do here is simply dig underneath this thing. And now we have water. This can hold 72 buckets worth. Nice. I'm not going to put in fuel just yet, because you want to have a steady supply of fuel before you put it in there, because it takes a lot of fuel to heat up first. And if you don't have enough, you're just wasting all that, because it'll just cool down again. So, what I need to do is find some fuel, basically. I've just put some coal in these engines now, temporarily, so that I can just get some things running upstairs. Oops. Oh dear. So that I can get some things running upstairs. You'll see this is getting some energy and then outputting it upstairs. I've just run a temporary line to the furnace, and I just had just enough of the line to get it up to here. What I'm doing is I'm getting the clay into bricks so that I can make a coke oven. I'll just look that up in NEI. So I'll need 26 of these coke oven bricks. This is another multi-block structure from Railcraft, and yeah, it uses a lot of bricks and a lot of sand, so I'm just getting that at the moment, and yeah, I'll get back to you. Alright, we've got our 26 coke oven bricks, and I think it would be a good idea to place it in here. I'm getting a little bit of block lag at the moment. I'm not sure if it's my internet or just the server in general. Probably my internet. I've had a little bit of an issue recently with some things, but I won't go into too much detail. I'll just place this down here. And in order to create a coke oven, you must place down a 3x3, and then it's sort of like a 3x3x3 with a missing center block, pretty much. So yeah, place that there, and there we go, coke oven. Now what you can do in this, all it requires is coal. So I'll go into my dust and gems, grab a stack of coal, and place it in here. Now what this does is it burns through the the coal, and produces coal coke. Now coal coke is about twice as powerful as normal coal, and it also gives you some creosote oil, which is useful for creating rail stuff. Now the only expense for this is basically time. It's basically free to convert coal into coal coke, only requires time. I'm doing this mainly because obviously I want the more powerful fuel to put in the fuel boiler, which I'm not going to start just yet. As you can see, I ran a tube up to these engines from the aqueous accumulator into these here, and they're burning through their energy rather quickly and filling up the redstone energy cell, which, yeah, unfortunately I haven't been able to hook that up to the other things yet, since I don't have more conduit, but I made some more empty energy conduits, so I'll just have to put some redstone in here and get some across. So I think what I need to do is put in 4 energy things. Let me just check. So, okay, so no, this requires 50 millibuckets and it creates 25 from each redstone, so I actually need 16 redstone for 8 conduits. So, don't have that on me, do I? Never do. I'll grab the redstone. I'll just grab a stack, why not? And dump it into here as 16, and we'll put these over here, and I'll just set up these too. So yeah, input. We don't really need any other sides to do anything. I think what my plan is for the machine room here will be to just have like a row of, and along here with like thermal expansion stuff. I'm going to move this bed eventually. I'm obviously not going to have this chest here. I might actually just feed the pulverizer directly into the furnace, and maybe even have 2 furnaces because they're pretty slow. So we're done cooking what we've had in there? Yeah, we are. So I can quickly remove these, and this has a lot of storage because it uses a lot, but luckily our energy cell down there can output at 100 Minecraft joules per tick, which is very, very fast, so it's not going to take us long to fill up its internal buffer. So watch this, and there we go. As you may be able to tell, the thermal expansion machines scale their power usage to how much they're actually receiving input. I'm not sure why it's saying 7.5, maybe we've already burnt through the buffer of energy we've had in there. I'll just check. Ah, yeah, right, we're throttling it to 10, so actually I'll just up the output, since the machines don't really waste energy. It's not like overclockers with industrial craft. So yeah, there we go, 100. Now it should be able to fill up the internal buffer in here really quickly. There, it just went straight up, and it's still going up. So now it's going extremely fast, and it uses the same amount of energy, it's just slower when it's receiving less. So we've already got a couple more energy conduits which we'll be able to run under all these machines. I haven't figured out the exact layout for these I want yet. I think I want to put another maybe liquid transposer over here. I know the magma crucible there, let's have a look through here, can produce lava, water. I mean, you don't really want to produce water, but the liquid redstone, also liquid ender pearl, that might be, or molten ender. We might have another separate liquid transposer over here for molten ender for the tesseracts. This can probably go here. Induction smelter, yeah, why not? That's a pretty good place for it. I don't know what we'll have in the corner. I'll run some power to these now that they have it. I'm not sure if the rolling machine actually wastes power. It may do. I think you can do a redstone signal so that it doesn't waste power. Not sure though. I guess we'll find out. Excuse me for a moment. Alright, I'm back. That was just a telemarketer. Now, as you can see, it is slowly draining about 1 Minecraft joule per second, so we don't really want to do that. So I think what we can do is maybe, if I put that like that and orient that like that, that means that no energy will be able to actually enter this, so that it can't be wasted. And then maybe I'll run an energy conduit perhaps up the wall or something, or behind here and into the rolling machine, that I can turn on and off at will. As for this, I think that's in a good spot. Not sure about the corner here. What should we do here? Alright, so I think what I'll do is put a pulverizer here, and then 2 furnaces in the middle. So I'm going to empty out this chest, and move this furnace. I'll just waste all its power by, or not waste it, actually use it up instead of wasting it. Crescent hammer. And then I'll move all the stuff downstairs and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, I've made a couple of changes here. Got the power conduit running around here. I've moved my bed to over there. Can you guess what's coming here? Let's find out. Let's see if I can remember the recipe for one of these, at least. An axe. It's a sawmill. Alright, so the obvious wood on the sides. Alright, so we've got a sawmill. Now this thing can turn your logs into 6 planks instead of 4, but whoa, getting a bit of weird sort of screen type stuff there. Alright, what is the piston required for? Good question. That would be the pulverizer. And what else do we need? We need bricks. See, I'm beginning to remember these recipes, I think. Okay. Copper. Reception coil. Machine frame. And a piece of redstone. That's right. And last but not least, I think we're going... actually, I'll leave this one. No, we'll make it. Okay. Make up your mind. That's what I should do. And a liquid transposer. So, whoa, getting some weird Optifine glitches. I'll be back. Alright. That looks pretty good. I've set these up so that they output to the back and also accept from the side and the top. So I may do something around the back with some Buildcraft pipes and stuff to input into like a sorting system or something. But at the moment, yeah, so the pulverizer I've set to output to the red side, which is to the left, to put into the furnace, and then this down the bottom, sometimes it's not a smeltable product or you don't want to smelt it, so I've set it to output at the back. Alright. I've got the sawmill here. I've just set that up to be output to the side, but I might change this in the future. So I'll show you how it works. Basically, you put in your spruce wood planks, and you get some sawdust and 6 planks, and this sawdust can be used to create compressed sawdust, and then the use of compressed sawdust, if you smelt it, you can produce charcoal, which is useful for a couple of things, or a lot of things actually. So yeah, I'll just leave that in there for now, but we'll get that up and running later. I've put this so that it can only accept from the top, that way you don't sort of get a bit of, or you get some in the wrong transposer. So yeah, not sure what I'm going to do here yet, but yeah, let's see how we are downstairs. Looks like our coke oven's got into producing 10 coal coke, which is really nice. Got 5 buckets of creosote oil. You can see it takes quite a while. I've actually been waiting a long time off camera and it's still only that far. These engines look like they're going to run out pretty soon. I think it might, yep, they're running out now. It might be time to start up the boiler. Yep. Oh, we've got 11 now. So, might start up the boiler, I guess. I mean, I don't see any reason in holding back. I mean, we don't have that much fuel, but they're pretty efficient once they're up at max heat. So I'll put in the coal coke and get this thing going. It does take quite a while to get up to there, especially on the larger boilers, and you'll notice it burns through very quickly. So actually, I might want to grab a bit more coal. yeah, uses a lot of fuel really quickly. It's only at 24 degrees. But yeah, I'll load up some of that in there. Uses it very quickly. And note that this coal coke is 2 times better than coal, so once it gets to this coal, it's going to be burning it twice as fast as it's burning the coal coke. But you'll notice it's already starting to slow down as it gets up. But yeah, it still burns through this very, very quickly. So it may have even been too early to do that. So, yeah. Notice how quickly it's burning through that. Wow. We're getting very close to hitting 100 degrees Celsius, which is the boiling point of water, which is when it'll start creating steam and energy. We're almost out of all that coal, and that's only gone up a very slight amount, so I think we've really underestimated just how much fuel it uses to start up. But I'll just burn through this wood. I've been cutting down some trees outside. Yeah, it burns through rather quickly. 100 degrees, there we go, steam. May need to... Why isn't it outputting any steam? Maybe it needs a lever. Let's see. There we go. Steam. And I think once we get it up to heat, it shouldn't use as much as it has been, hopefully. Some blaze rods would be nice, wouldn't it? Perhaps I'll have to go back to GK's grinder.